okay, maybe this was planned.
Right.
If it's more general, like, I don't know, dude. I mean, maybe this, what do you think, and bounces ideas back off of you. Right. Okay, he's thinking.
Pros and cons of each stitch,
yeah.
something like that.
That's
or,
your
like
guy.
You said, yeah,
Start
Richard
a list.
Is a smart man, and I think he could maybe get a feeling from the guy at least before being like, oh, can't ask him his opinion. But he doesn't. That's the main point. He doesn't.
Right. So, thinking about how he wishes Kaylin was there to help, he makes another impulsive decision. Not really impulsive. I think he thought this through, but he only had, seconds to decide. Richard tells Baldwin that the new queen will be, drumroll please, Kaylin.
I can't do a drum roll.
Wait. How did that drum roll go?
No, that wasn't even like that. I don't know. Something like that. I can't do it. That's what my point was. I can't, so I couldn't help you.
No, that was a beautiful drum roll. Couldn't have done it better myself.
Oh, you could have.
To his surprise, Baldwin is ecstatic about this. He says it's been a sore spot for the Keltons that the Mother Confessor was the queen of their rival, and this makes everything cool, right?
Right! Which, okay, we'll get to the other part of this in a second, but it did seem like it might be a conflict of interest to me that the rivals both have the same queen and Gallia is the home to her family. I get that they'd be like, cool, now we both have the Mother Confessor, but I would still, if I was a Celtish person, be like, oh, so she's both our queen? But she's definitely going to favor Gallia over us either way.
Oh, so okay, yeah, she's our queen now. Now, I kind of thought it would be, well, yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that, yeah, she's the queen of both of us, but now it's the enemy is taking us over now, kind of.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
You got a rival. Not even she'll treat them better, just they're in charge. They won, essentially.
Right, it would have been cool for them if she was just the queen of Kelton, but I don't think it would be cool for a lot of the people if she's queen of both. If she just took over the, yeah, that's what it felt like to me. She was taking over another country or something. Or
maybe that it is the Mother Confessor.
That's probably what it is. I mean, I think that's what the idea is supposed to be. She's the Mother Confessor of the Midlands.
And she's self-proclaimed not a part of, her half-sister and half-brother's family. She's her own deal.
Yeah, she's always been not politically leaning, but now she's in politics, so...
So these two feuding people who are both under the control, or the direct command of the Mother Confessor... That's a high honor for both of them. So it's yeah, you don't like each other, but you are both honored among the other lands, and that's a good thing.
Yes, I think that's where they're coming from.
Kind of seems like it's where it's coming from.
Yeah, that's why Baldwin is so excited, but I was just I don't know if everyone would be that excited, but that's fine. We'll find out.
Yeah, and Baldwin's like, oh, the Mother Confessor, dude, that's fucking awesome, but that's a problem.
Yeah, a little bit.
Richard is stunned that he knows who that is, but he holds his shit together. He's like, deer in headlights. No, keep the eyebrows down. Don't let him know you know something's wrong. But he pretends that this is all just part of his plan.
Yay, unity! This is great.
The second Baldwin leaves, he heads right to the Mordseth, and he's like, well, Kara says, dude, you look like you're kind of fucked up. And he's like, yeah. He just knew that Kaylin was the Mother Confessor, and she and Reyna both say, yeah, we know who she is.
Yeah.
We've always known who she is. It's it isn't, like the joke we did last episode. It is known.
It is known.
It is known.
Yeah.
Ulick and Egan know. Fucking everybody knows. Richard's freaking out because he is the spell has to have been broken. He wonders if maybe Zed removed it because he had taken Aidendrill, so it's safe here, right?
Yeah.
Or if maybe Kaylin made Zed because she's pissed. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
She may want to remind the Midlands that the motherfucking Mother Confessor is still around.
Yeah.
And then come yell at him.
Yeah. Fuck around, find out, everyone.
He really doesn't like.
No, he's not happy about, but he feels like he can handle that because Kaylin's not going to just let their love fly away.
I'll get chewed out. I've been chewed out before.
Yeah. Yeah. She's going to laugh. It'll be fun. I'll tell her, you smiled. You can't be mad anymore.
That's
and then
my
we'll
move.
Be fine. Yeah.
You think Richard's going to use my move?
Yeah, I know.
Made you laugh. I'm off the hook.
You're not, though.
Well, to be fair, I believe, borrow that from Homer.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, if he tried it, it's harmless enough.
It is. It is.
So, look, both of these scenarios are bad. But, like Jade said, he can deal with it. He worries that something bad might have happened, though. Richard sends Ulick to bring him Rybish and Egan to go subtly question some soldiers and see if they know that Kaelin is the Mother Confessor, which makes sense. Hey, let's find out how widespread this is. However, when he tells these guys to, just go mingle with the men and act casual and bring up my marriage, like, I know it can be casually done, but it sounds weird. Hey, so, Rawls getting married, huh? Yeah. Dude, guard your post. What are you doing? Stop fucking around.
You know Kaelin, right? Like, nobody even calls her Kaelin, right? So most people would call her, like...
Yeah, they may not.
The Mother Confessor or something. Like, yeah. No, that would be a weird way to go about it. Like, oh, yeah, you know who Mr. Rawls getting married to, right? No? Okay, goodbye. I'm gonna move on to this guy over here.
You just hear him walk 10 feet down the hall and ask somebody else. Like, that fucker's weird, right?
I'm sure that Ulick and Egan are a little bit more, we're just talking about Egan, but a little bit more slick than that.
They'd be intimidating as hell. What do you know about Richard's wife? Oh, shit. I'll tell you. I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
I don't know shit.
Well, there's one thing I do know, Jade, and that it is time for the beer break.
Oh, I like the beer break.
Me too, very, very much. And today we have Salted Caramel Porter from Pigeon Hill Brewing Company. That is the appropriate sound to make at the mention of this beer, because it is fucking delicious. In fact, the little thing on the can says porter with salty caramel deliciousness. And they mean it. They really, really do. This one clocks in at 6%, brewed in beautiful Muskegon, Michigan. Oh, yeah.
And they got new labels, so the guy's cute.
Yeah, now there's a little, what is that, like a caramel square?
Yeah.
With salt on his head, but he's the regular, like Mickey Mouse, actually almost fucking literally Mickey Mouse. He's got yellow shoes and white gloves with black arms and legs.
I think he looks like the guys from, let's all go to the, no, let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah.
I was going to say movies again, but
that's right.
That's not how it goes.
You sang that before, didn't you?
I did, on here, the wrong way, because that's the way that's how it is in my head. Anyways, this beer is good, and I'm going to have another one.
It is very, very good. I enjoy this every time we have it. It's not too sweet, not too salty. Oh, she's having another one right now.
Yeah, I'm not
right now. No, this is a great beer, and it's a porter, so it's not super thick like a lot of stouts. It's a good fall beer.
Yeah.
Right in the pocket.
That's where we are right now.
Don't remind me. No, actually, I love fall a lot. I like the heat. For a little while each year, I really lean into the heat, and that has been for the last couple of weeks. And now it's done, and that's a bummer.
Yeah.
But, oh well, pumpkins and Halloween are coming up, so I'm not going to be that bummed out.
Yeah, and now you can have another beer right now, so...
Ooh, that's good. I'll do that.
We'll be right back. And we're back. So, at this point, Berdine comes in the room with him and the Mordsith. She's asking him if he has time to talk, her arm's full of books and papers, and Richard immediately asks her the same question he's asked everybody else about his fiancé. And she responds the same as everybody else. And then is like, okay, now can you fucking talk to me? Because she's not even paying attention to what's going on with him at this point. And he tells her that he has until Rybish shows up to chat because he has other shit going on right now. But he can focus on this for like a hot second.
Little busy, but I'm working on not being an asshole. So what do you got? Also make it fast.
This is also important. I know that. And otherwise I'm just going to sit here and freak out. So let's focus. Berdine says she almost has a passage completely translated, but needs Richard to remember 2 words so she can finish it. he's not super confident because so far he's figured out that remembering every word in the book is harder than he thought. But once he sees the beginning of a chapter is where she's wanting him to go, his hopes start to rise. And
he does figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I am like having a really hard time getting to sleep, my best way to go to sleep is to like start at the beginning of a book and just try and work my way through it. A lot of times I start with this series. I start with, a strange looking vine or whatever, and then I try and go as far as I can remember, and usually I pass out around the second or third book if I'm having a really hard time going to sleep. So I can understand how it's easy to remember a lot of details of a book that you've read over and over and over, but the fucking wording is really hard to stick. And we know it's not magic like the Book of Ord.
Right. He wasn't able to remember this one. I know when the first time it said Richard is trying to recall the adventures of Bonnie Day, I was like, well, he's going to be able to do that. And it's like, oh, no, he can't. You're right. It was a one-time thing for the Book of Counted Shadows.
Oh, yeah, not the Book of Orden. I don't know why I said that.
Well, I mean, it's related, but yeah, it's the Book of Counted Shadows. But so it's not something that he can just do. He has a great memory. He does not have a perfect memory.
Right. So this is a struggle. He starts looking for other copies of the book in the keep to see if he can just like use that, which would be super easy. Then he wouldn't have to sit here with Bernine and do it.
Yeah.
He could just pass her the book and be like, there you go.
I find it hard to believe that he can't just put a word out and be like, hey, somebody, find me this fucking book.
Yeah, send somebody to fucking Westland. I don't give a shit. Well, again, this is the problem. There's no messengers. Nobody can ride a horse and just deliver a message anywhere.
They're like, we would, but how does the paper leave the palace? You just walk outside. Yeah, but how?
But luckily, it's the beginning of a chapter. Like, it's easier to remember where you start something because you can, that's kind of vivid when you put a book down for the night and it's easy to forget maybe where you ended. But when you open the book, your brain is fresh and ready to receive the information.
Yeah. Well, especially if you do it like Goodkind does it and leave on a cliffhanger. Yeah. You have to.
And then go to another person.
Remember that time so-and-so was safe? Yeah. Oh, remember that time they got attacked? Remember that time so-and-so wasn't okay? That's why it's memorable.
Remember that time we left Richard and then abruptly went to Kayla in the next chapter?
This is Terry scratching his own back. He's like, unless you're reading one of my books, then you remember every chapter.
Well, Richard knows the beginning of this chapter right away, and the sentence in question is almost weirdly containing 3 of the words that she needed. I don't know, it's not a super weird sentence, but I don't know. The words violated, third, and rule were all in the sentence, coincidentally, and those are the ones she needed. I don't know. I was just like, those are weird words to all be coincidentally in one sentence, and knowing that those are the only words she needed.
Those are the only words she needed, but the thing is that it wasn't, they were in a sentence, but they weren't a sentence. But to me, violated third rule could be a sentence.
Yeah, it could be.
Right? So, to me, it seemed like this was almost a warning. Hey, the third rule has been violated.
Yeah.
That's not where they were going with it. No, but to me, that was weird, but it seemed to link up in another way. That was kind of telling you, hey, this has happened. And obviously, it ties into something we're going to get to here in just a second. But I read it as the sentence.
And we know that Nathan wrote that book, and he knows shit. So, we know that it was maybe not so much of a coincidence, but I just saw the sentence itself. Yeah.
So maybe, no. Okay, I think one thing and I'm like, that can't be it. But maybe it could. No. But I was just going to say Nathan's a prophet. So he totally could have seen all of this coming and wrote violated third rule for Richard in this situation to know that the third rule has been violated. And so it totally could be that way.
Yeah, and for him to be able to translate the book. Yeah, I know. That's where,
He messed with prophecy in a way so that Berdine's father would forget to teach her those 3 words in Haida so that they would happen that way. And Richard would be like, oh.
Yep, that's how into
now.
this whole scheming thing Nathan was from his fucking apartment.
Everything.